All right, it's Monday, March 11th, just following up on Apple. After buying puts here on this red bar, breakdown of the first bar here early in the session, price did start down, had a little bit of a pause, made a secondary push lower. I just scaled out there to kind of set up a no-risk trade. I bought the 180 puts at 736. I scaled out when it hit that low at 8. And then it had, after the two pushes down, a little push up. I was getting ready to kind of exit the rest of the trade, but then I saw the shooter bar happen, so I'm holding on, and now it's red again. So we'll see if it continues lower in the day. I'm still kind of negative on the market. I've shot some SPY videos. To me, this is almost an opportunity, I think, to get took out the high of the day finally, and then had the big red reversal bar. So we're just going to see if this SPY holding below the midpoint of the prior day is taking out some liquidity on the upside, eventually works towards the lows of the day. I still think that's possible, but instead I'm kind of looking at individual weak stocks. I try to buy the SPY down here early on, puts, and I was holding actually puts from yesterday on the failure, kind of up at this red line. So, this was a key inflection point area. I know that the market's trying to kind of grind higher, but it's really not doing much. I wouldn't be surprised to see it roll over by the end of the day, but we'll just have to see how this day ends. In the meantime, I've, traded some stocks like Apple here to the short side. And then I also I bought some puts on NVIDIA up here that it's heading lower now. So they're at kind of no risk as well. So we'll just see kind of what unfolds here. But I just wanted to follow up on the Apple trade. And again, with the Apple trade, the key thing here is that, you're kind of playing a failure above the high of the previous day. Every trade's unique in its own way. So this one, in order to really fail on the day, has to get below the midpoint of this bar and then work towards the lows of the day. If not, then it's just going to have to end up a shooter bar that would have likely follow through into tomorrow. So given that, once I saw the two pushes down into the midpoint of the prior day, that's kind of an area to exit. If you want to kind of see if it really unfolds into a big negative day, you can do that. But that's, a unique trade here. Just after the big downtrend coming up, filling in the gap up here and failing right out of the gates to take out the high of the previous day with this kind of pattern. It was 3 bars that then broke down below the first bar low. I figured it'll head a little lower. It's not going, as quickly as I want, but that's because the market's kind of pausing a little bit here too on its downward move. So anyway, just thought I'd follow up on Apple. That's kind of, the unique price action of this trade today. It's the type of thing where you can just take kind of a small gain almost and not worry about if you miss it to the downside. And we'll see, if the market itself could eventually move lower into the afternoon.